Good morning, family. It's lovely to be with you on this Saturday. This time we're talking about something regarding what happened back in 2008. It's very easy to forget what happened back then and how things unfolded, but we do have the data and we can look back. And whilst this may not be 100% of a blueprint as to what's going to happen now, it does give us a bit of an indication as to how these organisations work when things go south. So we're going to be talking about that in this video. Once more, remember it is not financial advice, it's just my opinion, but if you do enjoy it, subscribe, because we're publishing a lot of AMC content today and hopefully some other stuff later in the day as well regarding other stocks and stuff like that. Now, the first post that we're looking at, which is going to be in this video, is posted by Chunky Lover 10, who posts this. So it says, the SEC were useless in 2008 and we're expecting them to step in now. Just read the last few lines. And I don't like to just read articles to you guys, but this time we are going to read this one in full because, you know, it's not too long and it is quite interesting and it does speak about a lot of what happened back in '08. So we'll start off and of course we'll then evaluate it at the end. If you do want to read it in your own time, feel free to pause or go onto the individual's page, but now we're just going to get into it. So the scheme worked for Madoff for decades. In 2008, as the economy plunged, his clients wanted to cash out, Madoff's accounts dipped, and he didn't have enough to pay his clients back. He confessed this fraud to his sons, who both worked for the company. They promised to give their father a week to wrap up loose ends before turning him in, but ended up contacting the FBI immediately after learning about the large-scale fraud. This wasn't the first time the government had heard about Madoff. For instance, back in 1999, this individual, Harry Markopoulos, I believe it is, something like that, was asked by the firm he worked for to develop a similar strategy to Madoff's. He quickly found that it was legally and mathematically impossible. Madoff could not be getting the returns he was claiming. The same individual, as listed above, contacted the SEC, who, with his findings, but they ignored him. He went back to them for 3 more times with evidence, but the SEC still cleared Madoff every time. And of course, going back to the first paragraph, we see how things actually did work in the Madoff situation in the end. And I know the whole SEC, FBI, DOJ is the whole issue that a lot of people are talking about, looking for to bring us into the MOAS, and it may do, who knows, maybe they are trying to avoid another '08. But as I've said before, we should not guarantee, and put all of our faith into it, because it just may not work that way. We can't guarantee that these entities have our best interests at heart. At the end of the day, from what we've seen in the last year or two, a lot of these do work for what's best for profitability and for image. A lot of them do appear to be, and of course it's just my personal interpretation, nothing more, a lot of them do appear to be quite corrupt, and it's quite obvious to the dumb ape sat in their home how the numbers are so impossible at the moment. But is anything done? No, we're not seeing anything specifically related to AMC and GME when it comes to synthetics and illegal shorting tactics. Now, does that mean that they are doing nothing at all? No, not necessarily. Maybe they are doing something behind the scenes. Who knows? It's very hard to say without the information. And sometimes it is best for them to not share everything with us, because if we think about it, once we know about it, the firms they're investigating, for instance, would also know about it probably sooner, and then they can do what they can to kind of clear up the evidence, and then they can get away with it. So I'm not saying that the SEC is doing nothing, but what I am going to say is this is what happened in the past. And I'm not here to say it's going to happen the same way this time. Again, 2008, the Volkswagen squeeze, or any other example that we want to give, it is not a perfect idea and a perfect blueprint as to what's going to happen with AMC, but it does give us an idea of how the market works when things get difficult. And this showed us what happened, back in that eventful year of 2008. So I do want to hear what you have to say on that one. It is a very, very interesting read. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen, you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously, it is split into multiple sections. Basically, at the top, we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs, and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well. And we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down, you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes, and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.